Hey everyone, I presume most of you must be sleeping right now. I couldn't sleep. Actually, outside is full moon. It is so pretty. Even though it's curfew right now, well, we're not allowed to go out by the law. But I went out. I stood outside and I kept looking at the moon. It is magnificent. It is so beautiful. It is so luminous. So white. And because it is so bright, there was like a blue halo surrounding it. It felt like, I don't know, the sky is so clear that I could see the stars. And because there is nobody, there is no one outside, it was so clear. It felt so unreal watching the moon, so luminous, bright, with a blue halo surrounding it. So beautiful. When there is full moon, I feel so empowered. I feel like I want to dance. I feel like I want to sing. I could just look at it for hours. And also, I think about lots of things. And I was thinking, and I thought of sharing my thoughts, because I feel they are sort of important, and it could be good to be shared as well. So, what I was thinking about is that even though I have changed a lot, I feel how much I have changed. I feel no connection to my previous identity, my previous character. But what am I right now? All what I'm feeling, those moments I'm having with myself, the moments that I want to share with the world, the super high moments, the elevated emotions that I suddenly feel, and then I want to really share everything, and I feel like as if I took something that makes me so high. Really, I'm not kidding. I feel like I'm on internal drugs. Like, at that moment when it was my birthday, it felt to my flatmates and everybody else that I was really high. They were asking me what did I take. I said nothing. I just feel joy. And sharing this live made me think as well. Do I get my joy and complete my happiness because of the loads of comments or likes or hearts or other interactions that I get from social media? It makes me think, if I don't have this, would I still be feeling the same? It made me think even more. What if I just disconnect for some days? No comments, no interactions, just me, myself and I. No flatmates. I just switch off my phone and that's it. Am I gonna feel the same joy? What about the love I want to share? If there is nobody to share with, am I gonna feel the same thing? What about sharing this only with myself? How am I gonna feel about it? I switched off my phone the whole day. It's still off, it's still on flight mode. I'm recording this video when my phone is on flight mode. I didn't check my WhatsApp today. I don't know what's going on. And I wanted to examine my feelings. how is it gonna be if I just dedicated my time to myself and disconnected totally? Because I once did this for 3 years. I didn't use a phone. I had no WhatsApp. And I was totally for myself. I had a very different life. It felt so strange to see people all the time looking at their phones, and I'm the only one who is looking at them. And then my life kind of changed when my brother gifted me this phone on my 29th birthday, January, in 2019. I kind of started to depend on it, or be like other people who look at their phones most of the time. But then when I went out for this walk now, I was like looking at the moon and feeling how much joy it's bringing me. Damn, I don't need my high from others. I could just be high alone. Of course, sharing things with others is beautiful. I also give them joy. Don't I give you joy? Ain't you happy having those vibes from me? I know you are, because I am happy also sharing this. But if I don't have this, am I not gonna feel joy? I will. And I was looking at the moon and I felt so powerful. I can be joyous by myself. I was a bit worried that there is a gap between the me when I'm alone and the self that I'm projecting to the outer world. I don't want that gap. I want the me when I'm alone to be the same, like the me that I want the world to see. I don't want to have different thoughts or feelings other than the ones that I'm projecting to the world. Otherwise, what I'm doing, how I'm changing internally is meaningless. And I was testing myself. And I realized I can. And it feels so amazing. And I realized that how people are actually living the things they are listening to, the things they are watching, the things that I used to listen to and watch, it affects so much our state of being. I actually stopped listening to songs. Not all of them. Songs that has lyrics that deals with emotions, about breaking up or people leaving or people entering our lives, about love in general. Those songs, if you concentrated a bit, the lyrics, the word, it's mostly like, I can't live without you, you are my life, you're my heart, things of that, like, you know. And we absorb this, we sing it and say it over and over and over again, and our mind and body hears us, and this is what we are feeding our brain, those lyrics, and then we become it because we are what we think and what we say to ourselves. Isn't this crazy? We keep telling ourselves that we can't live without a certain person. We can't be happy without the presence of certain people. You complete my heart, you are my soul, you are the light of my eyes. Damn, people. I realized that I should stop listening to those songs. Well, there are songs that are so motivating and empowering, like how we fight for ourselves and identities, or songs with lyrics that have empowerment. Now I can't listen to, whenever like I'm listening to one song that is so empowering, and like I have a YouTube suggestion or a SoundCloud suggestion or like a Spotify suggestion with other songs, and then it's like with lyrics that since the day you left my life has stopped and those kind of things, I just pass that song. I stop listening to it. I can't listen to that shit because it affects my brain. The things we're watching, the movies, projecting those kind of thoughts to our heads. Like, all of those things are programs that we are in still. It is so not easy to deprogram, to de-learn. It's not so easy to be aware of what's happening. The advertisement, the words they use in advertisements, the times they use to put those advertisements on Facebook or social media or even TV, how they use neuroscience and psychology to let people absorb those informations. They know when you're susceptible to receive information. When is your brain waves on the alpha state? When you're about to sleep. There are not all the advertisements and the commercial are at the same timings. Why? Because they know when they give you those advertisements, you won't be beautiful without that product. You won't heal without that medicine. You will die without that vaccine. All of those things. They know how to play with us people. Well, I'm not speaking about any specific entities or authorities, but we all know, but we choose not to know. And yeah, I think about those things because, as I said, I started to de-learn. I pressed my reset button. I gave myself birth. I was reborn. I am choosing my programs from the start. And I feel at some point a part of me wants to share my thoughts with others, because I realized that it's not my duty to change the world. No, it's not. But it's my duty to change myself. Who am I? I am a part of this world. When I change myself, I'm changing the world. And everyone who chooses to change himself for the better is choosing to evolve this world. And I want to be part of this evolution. And it is so amazing to learn new things. It is so empowering to learn. So yeah, those were my recurring thoughts for tonight. Well, as you see, I'm in my sleepy state. Well, I'm not sleepy at all actually. I'm enjoying the essence some friends gifted me for my birthday. It is so pretty. Thank you. You know who you are. It's with the lavender scent. It relaxes me. I love lavender. Not only the scent, the color. I love violet. Yeah, so these were my thoughts for now. I have a lot of thoughts that I want to share. But, again, the most important, minding the gap between ourselves, people. Ourselves. our inner selves and what we are projecting to the outer world. As long there is a gap, that's not it. If we lack the feelings that we project to the outer world, if we don't feel them without the world giving them to us, that's not it. We need to feel them even if nobody is giving us to them, because everything is within us. Everything is within you. You don't lack anything. You generate love. You generate abundance. Everything you are looking for is within you. You just need to reconnect with it. It feels so amazing. Today I was meditating. Well, I'm doing it mostly every day, but today I needed to do it specifically to feel if I have a gap between myself and the one that I'm projecting to you. I wanted to connect with myself. I hugged myself. I told myself how much I love her. And I fucking feel happy. Yeah, I love myself. And because I love myself, it makes me feel like that. And this kind of happiness and joy, it makes me feel like I want to share this. That's it. That's the thing. That's the point. When it is generated from here, it will want to come out. Because it's a lot that you want to share this. I feel high again right now. I feel yeah, that I want to laugh a lot. Those moments are so precious because nobody is giving me this. I'm giving it to myself, and I have a lot of it that I'm sharing. I'm so proud. I'm so humble within me. But I feel also empowered. And I'm really happy that I turned out to have the ability, to have the will to want to share my feelings and thoughts with the world, because my previous self wouldn't have done this, because I wasn't so self-confident to film a video of myself and share my own thoughts and feelings. Now I am so confident to share my thoughts and feelings. I know exactly what I feel. I know exactly what I want. I am telling everybody lately that I love them, because I do. I have no room in my heart for hatred, because even if somebody have wronged me, if I feel hatred for that person, it means that I feel something for them. It means that I actually love them. I care to think about what they did. But I don't have rooms for those kind of feelings anymore. Even if someone wronged me, now my new self doesn't hate, doesn't resent. I analyze, I feel compassion for that person. I think and think and think of what could be the reason this person might have done such a thing. And a very important aspect, what could be the reason of me being frustrated over certain action or behavior somebody might have done? Why am I frustrated when somebody behaves in a certain way? Why am I disappointed when somebody behaves in a certain way? Yes, because of their behavior, but my part, it's because actually we have attachments to some emotions that, because of the behaviors of people in our life, we blame those emotions on that people. Of course, if somebody did something frustrating, we feel frustrated. But if I keep feeling frustrated, I am using that person to feed my attachment to frustration. I'm using that person to feed my attachment to disappointment. And my attachment to disappointment may be because, why would I feel disappointed? Because I have also attachment to other feelings like not being accepted, and the unacceptance is related to emotions like not fully loving myself. Because if I am whole, if I am complete, unacceptance wouldn't have a space in me. If I don't care about not being accepted, I wouldn't feel disappointed. That's how it goes. You see, everything is connected to something else. And getting back to the point that I'm telling a lot of people lately that I do love them, even though I feel that some of them wouldn't understand what do I mean by I love them, I still do. Some people wouldn't really understand how much I have changed, would feel confused about what I'm telling them, wouldn't accept my willingness to what I am sending to them. But I understand why would they feel that way. But again, what I'm sending to everyone is exactly the same. My love for humans is exactly the same. Without attachments. Without wanting anything in return. Whatever another human would perceive or project my behavior, it's not my fault and it's not up to me. It's because of what's going on in their heads, how they will perceive what I'm saying or behaving. So I will continue embodying love because it's in here, it's within me, and I generate it. and I share it. Whether it's perceived, how am I sending it or not, whether it's accepted as it is or not, I have so much love to all of you. And I'm so happy at the moment, actually. And I'm so happy in general to have reached that point. And I'm so proud. And I will continue sharing things because I feel it's a part of my purpose on this earth. Don't you think so? I feel like I was sort of made to share, motivate and inspire, and to get motivated and inspired. I feel the movement. I feel the togetherness. So, people, it's not our duty to change the world, but it's our duty to change ourselves. In doing so, we are changing the world. Think of that. So, good night, everybody. Enjoy the full moon. Embrace it. And try to mind the gap between your internal self and the self that you're projecting to the world. And we talk again soon. Yeah?